MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you could bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Jacob deGrom will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is fun to watch. How about his last start? He had 10 Ks, lots of swings and misses, and this is one of those guys, when he's throwing the ball over the plate, he can get a lot of strikeouts.
Acuna digs in now. He will lead this one off today. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Trevor Story swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Freeman, the runner at second with 1 away. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Now the first pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. In previous duels with deGrom, he brings a 4-for-12 line. He's taken him deep once. And he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strike. Ian Anderson is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, getting a good look at big right-hander Ian Anderson, former first-round draft pick. This guy has a good, hard breaking ball. One of the things I really like about this guy, he doesn't dance around the strike zone. Has a good fastball, 95 to 97 miles an hour. He'll ride it up in the zone. He'll throw that two-seam sinker down in the zone in a good, hard breaking ball. He's put it all together, and he's a very dependable and reliable starting pitcher who takes the ball every 5 days.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jonathan Villar sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Pitch on the way. Jeff McNeil comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
No balls and one strike. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Just behind the fastball there. Two strikes now. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Pete Alonso is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A runner on first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. McNeil rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Mets leave 1. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First offering. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So up steps Ozzie Albies. In previous duels with DeGrom, comes in with 6 hits in 47 at-bats. Gone down on strikes 12 times as well. No score here as we play inning number 2. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Outside and low, 3-0. There's ball 4.
Take your bait.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
First pitch of the AB now. Dansby Swanson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, without question, he got him leaning out over right there. 4 pitches away, I'd be diving out over the plate as well, and then he dominates him on the inside corner. Nice pitch.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Albies leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Getting a few steps off the second there. Now the pitch fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. The batter will be Christian Pache. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set, and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Dominic Smith. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Francisco Lindor is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
2 down, no one on base. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Acuna is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And the next in is Johan Camargo. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's got 8 hits in 31 tries. He also has 1 home run. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 2-0 on the way.
3 balls, no strikes.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. And now, Ronald Acuna, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Pitch is high, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Fouled away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Comes set. The 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. Bottom of the leading off the inning, it'll be Brandon Nimmo, and they could use a spark from him here. A ball and no strikes. 1-1 to count. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now the 3-2 pitch. swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So it's back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Popped up, Camargo has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. It remains 1-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi. Now the first pitch. Travis d'Arnaud is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Hoo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Hopped up. McNeil has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ozzie Albies. Now here's the first offering, and he swings right over the top of this one. 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Nimmo is there. 2 gone. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Dansby Swanson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Another 1-2 delivery.
2-2 count.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Pache is there to put it away for out number 1. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and up next the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fouled off. Pulled toward right center field. Acuña's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back. First base.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the fourth, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, ball 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Fouled away. Full count now. 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
He loses him on ball 4. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Inside,
Dominic Smith is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Swanson has got it, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They still trail 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Christian Pache. Here's the first pitch to him. Good pitch there as he gets him to swing underneath it for strike 1.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. No one on with 1 down, and up next the utility man Johan Camargo. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Lifted the other way to left center. On the run is Nimmo. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Ronald Acuna is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, I notice pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2, but to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Freddie Freeman is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi.
Boy, dear, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate.
Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Now over to Freddie, and it's a double play. Base is empty, 2 away, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail this. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the DH, Trevor Story. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. He just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him, 0-2. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Smith is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and he makes the catch for the second out. Next up, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. A ball and a strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
Travis d'Arnaud with an even 2-2 count now. He stays alive, still 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so
we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, James McCann. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Pitch on the way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Jonathan Villar is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets DH. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Jeff McNeil is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they can start something serious.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a fastball here as he rides it the other way into left, a base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Next, it'll be Michael Conforto. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Anderson is there, and the side is retired. Leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Now the pitch. Base hit into right center.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. Down and away, ball 1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Nimmo is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So now into the box is Christian Pache. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. First offering on its way. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Ball 1.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. So here's Johan Camargo. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you to ribby.
runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Roll. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Down the left field line and deep, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Camargo is off of first with 2 away.
Outside, that's the ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Hit high and deep to right center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Next, it'll be Dominic Smith. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Riley will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. It was a base hit last time up. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there at the knees. 0-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Swing and a liner. And that will conclude matters here. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Now the pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Line to the right side. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first down. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game. Striding forward now is the DH, Trevor Story. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Now at the plate, here is Austin Riley. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Fly ball out to right field. Conforto able to track it down for the third. Jordan Hicks is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He was a double play victim last time around. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. There's a slider taken for a ball. Popped him up. Swanson will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
1 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Pitch on the way. Skied into very shallow right. Pache is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Dylan Betances enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now it'll be Travis d'Arnaud. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 0-1 the count. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Ball
to
2.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Outside and a full count, 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies singled in his last at bat. From the stretch. Ball 1. Betances rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
3-0 to him now. From the stretch. Fouled off. d'Arnaud gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Fouled away. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Nimmo is right there, 1 down. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. Previous history against Dellin Betances, 2 hits in 7 tries. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
And it's fouled away.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. Aaron Loup enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. In now, Christian Pache, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. The 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. To 1-2 now. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Counts 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Two out, bases loaded. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1.
No, that's down.
Freddie Freeman would be next. Ready with the 3-1.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but That one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Smith is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out a... Braves will strand 3. They're up 2-0. Digging in will be Jonathan Villar. He'll lead it off with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4. Lifted in the air to center field. Acuna's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Michael Conforto started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
And a fly ball, and this should do it. And it's 1 down, 2 to go for the Braves. They're off to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 18 on base. For the Mets, no runs, 4 hits, no errors.
Time I light one up, don't you see them? I hop in my car. Don't you see them? You gonna hear something? Rolling down the street in it. Pair of Chucks got my feet in it. Whole pound, no 6 in it. Bring the Khalifa clone, I put the fees in it. KK got the whole place lit up. Hit the switch, make my 6'2" sit up. I know you sick, don't spit up.